Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. And double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and Shalom to the Akim teaching his word throughout the four corners in true sincerity. I'm back with another lesson. And Lord willing to be edifying unto the elect. Okay, the true name of God is Yahweh, which means he exists. And his son's name, who the world calls Jesus, that's not his true name. It's not Jesus, it's Yahweh Shai. Okay, and Yahweh is going to send Yahweh Shai to deliver the elect from the four corners of the earth and the 1/3 out of Babylon. Okay, we are living in the last days. Okay, prophecy is coming to pass, and the wisdom and knowledge, okay, of the true wisdom and knowledge being spread forth throughout the earth, man. And the Lord has chosen select men to teach, okay, to teach and break it down, you know, starting with the apostles and elders, JMS, the true teachers, okay, the true prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai, okay, because there's a lot of false, you know, prophets out there teaching for vainglory, okay, for money, but we doing this in sincerity and in truth. Okay, and us that have this truth and have the ability and the gift to understand it, okay, we are truly and extremely, you know, blessed, you know, speaking to myself first and foremost, because again, this is an very extreme thing. Not everybody was chosen, okay, to, you know, or even not many were chosen to be able to understand. Many were called, but, you know, y'all were called, but the ability to understand. And as we continue to endure, Lord willing, we endure to the end, we'll find out if we're the chosen 144,000. But even having the ability to understand, to have this chance to be a part of something so great and so magnificent, right? And so beautiful, okay, is amazing. Because, you know, really think about it, you know, 144,000, right, and the elect out of billions of people, of Jakes, okay, across the four corners of the earth, and you were chosen or called to understand his truth. Okay, you know, we calling upon the true name, because you have some, you know, so-called, you know, prophets, which say false prophets, they're not teaching the true name. You know, some that try to teach the name, but they don't teach about Yahweh Shai. Some not teaching about the mark of the beast. You know, got some niggas saying that Esau could make it. Okay, some niggas, you know, still teaching about JC. So our ability to understand the 100% truth is a gift. Okay, and even, you know, and even to the point that we're not the richest. You know, we're not the richest. We're not the we're not high officials, but the Lord chose us, the lowly, okay, average, you know, so-called average citizen, because low only part of that number, we're not average, but, you know, looking at it in this world sense, we're looked at as average. Okay, the Lord chose us. He didn't choose the noble, you know, he chose plain old us, okay, to show you the might and the power of the Lord, you know, because it's really going to confound, you know, people, the masses. Like this nigga, you know, he a part of the elect. Yes. Okay, yes, you know, Lord willing, you know, I'm part of the elect. Yes, I'm part of the elect. Because the Lord has given us this ability to, you know, understand the truth. The 100% part of it. You know, it's, you know, we get a lot of scoffers, you know, on the web, you know, out on the highways and byways, you know, and they scoff at things that we preach about that make sense, and they get mad at it. Like, this makes sense, but to them, it's like this is the worst thing, or this is wrong. But to us, it makes complete sense. To show you that the Lord has blinded the majority, okay, of the world, the majority of Jake, I should say, to not receive the truth. You know, through the way of what Esau, you know, because Scripture say the God of this world had blinded them. Okay, who was the God of this world? Esau, Edom. Our people are too much in this worldly society that they don't see the bigger picture, and they're not willing, you know, to see or even try to understand the bigger picture. But it's really not even up to them; it's the Lord, because they're not part of the elect. That's all it is. So the fact that we're able again to understand that we have a very, very, very great chance to be a part of that number. And now all that we have to do, okay, is make our calling and election sure. And so the things that we do on a daily basis, okay, is going to prove, okay, what the things that we do on a day-to-day basis for the Lord is going to prove, whether, we are those men, and even to the end times is going to prove, us getting power, us getting delivered, and etc. Okay, but we have to put forth, okay, the works, okay, daily, constantly making our bodies, a living sacrifice for the Lord. That's a daily thing, really, because we're constantly sacrificing. Okay, but it starts with, the understanding, the true understanding of this truth, man. Okay, we're living in the last days, and the only thing that's going to be able to deliver you or deliver us is going to be this. Okay, we see everything hitting the fan. Like I meditate sometimes. Like we look at the world on a totally, different perspective. People are looking at this shit like, I gotta work my job, gotta grind, chase the bag, to further my life here in captivity in America. But us, we're like, this shit all about the end, and all this shit is vanity and vexation. And that's why the truth is also a blessing, that we have, okay, the vision to see that, because it's ultimately the Wadiyah Bashim al-Shai. This thing is great. It's really beautiful. Okay, that's why we need to be appreciative towards Yahweh Bashim al-Shai. Okay, but with that little one is quick lesson I was meditating about was edifying unto the elect. I'm gonna give our praises to Yahweh Bashim al-Shai, Bashim al-Kakudash, and honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, shalom to the Akim teaching, that the four corners and truth, sincerity, shalom.